everyone, it's Ibble, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc with Lemlia and Xenobun. Last time we left off, we were just prepping to start the first trial of the game. So let's get into it. Open e-handbook. Oh yeah, we can review like the truth bullets and stuff, right? Yeah. Oh, we don't need to. We can just wing it. We know it. We know.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll
answer
get it.
anyway.
We'll get through it.
Oh yeah, the skills. You like get skills for like befriending different.
Did we get one? No, we didn't get any.
I thought we got. Yeah, we got.
Oh, Melodious
Sayaka's
voice.
skill.
Okay, yeah, I thought we got.
Yeah, we got Sayaka's skill because we literally just had to drag her there once because she was gonna die.
I
Which
forgot
is like
she was dead.
kind of a spoiler, but increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during the bullet time battle. I forget how to do these. I haven't played a Danganronpa game in so long. Me either.
I mean, the game kind of pushes you towards like spending time with.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trials, so your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the Black End, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Funny. His hair. They hired these professional voice actors and we're just talking over them.
Yeah, I mean, but like, it's only for the trial, so it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay then, everyone close your eyes and whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be awful.
No.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand? Before we move on to start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
No questions allowed.
Okay, never mind. What's going on with those pictures? I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Oh my god.
Friendship penetrates? That's a totally normal world. Sorry.
Okay, but what about the other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the real killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate. I like how it's this narrator, but it still shows Makoto's face. Your first non-stop, would you like to hear more? Yes.
Not at all.
As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to... Okay, yeah, I remember this. Make your argument. Evidence of a struggle. Oh yeah, it starts us off easy with just giving us like
one truth bullet.
One truth bullet, yeah. They said that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka. Yeah, sorry, I don't think we can voice act these parts because they go too fast.
Yeah.
I'm just reading
right.
these. And the murder took place in Makoto's room. In the bathroom. It seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
No, there was evidence of a struggle.
Ah, fuck. No!
She didn't even have to. There was that one!
Yeah, I was like, I forgot they highlighted them. Huh?
Yeah.
Something's off about what was just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened to my room.
I didn't just attempt to interrupt just then and totally failed.
Okay, yes, I get it. Can I? Okay, I can zoom through this too.
Yeah, I feel like we voice acted all this stuff. It would take way too long.
Yeah, they go too fast, but I'm gonna read them out loud just because it's easier to process that way. Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. Yeah, try to remember. I know your memory's shit, but try to remember, Chihiro. Keep up. With the way things have been damaged, I think we can definitely assume that there was a struggle.
Should we do,
Oh, this part we can voice.
Yeah.
This is not nonstop. debate.
Fuck, what was her voice? A struggle. Oh my god, my voice. A struggle between what now?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining. Aww, what an asshole. Yeah.
Okay, so what's next? Next is the subject of the murder weapon. Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. I wonder.
What could it have been?
Was it the kitchen knife set? Or the kitchen knife set?
So what was used to kill her? There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Some kind of sharp... Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon. The killer used some random knife they had on them. How can anyone do that? Son of a bitch. Okay.
Nobody in this game has ever seen a kitchen knife.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is this?
Wow, his voice sounded really, like, masculine there. I'm used to Makoto sounding like a little bitch, but I guess he is voiced by, Megumi Ogata. No, I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means the knife must be the murder weapon. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Hair looks like porn.
What?
His hair looks like porn.
Oh my god.
I want to eat
My
it.
hair does look... I'm leaving. I can't do this anymore. How dare you make fun of my hair? You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
It was a compliment.
It was it? And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
I don't think you have to look that close. Right. Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Oh my god. It takes me a second to like get into the voices again.
That's okay.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Go off, Kyoko. Well, we can talk all we want. It's not gonna change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself. You really believe that?
She's
I'm not
right.
gonna answer that question.
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. Wow, Makoto, you're being a little bit of a Chad. Not at all. Not at all. I don't really remember how to do the trials, but I'll figure it out. I'll use account. What was her account again? Oh, that she saw Sayaka or someone go into the...
Yeah, and I guess it wasn't.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon, but where does that get us? Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret and nobody was in the dining room.
Bam!
Or yo, or whatever. I think he says yo. Hajime says so. Okay, wait, hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina? Huh? Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Huh? I just keep saying huh. I forgot. Oh shit. Well, I want to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone.
So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall?
Yeah.
Yeah, Southern, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in it together and are lying to protect each other? Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
It's me, the bear. So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each meta is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate. Graduate. So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it. Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together? They just didn't know about the rule.
Good grief. Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Aww, girlfriend!
I love you!
I can.
That's right. Sakura was, oh my god, was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to, oh my god. I hate to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me. The one who spoke.
Right. Right? Like, what a fucking idiot.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no, because, well...
Just spit it out already. I stayed in Hinaru's room last night. Wow!
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis. You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations? We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say that we have to stay in our assigned dorm. So I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I am a girl.
You are? Oh my god, I'm so sorry!
Yes, you should be sorry. Regardless of how I look, you should never assume.
They're really
gender.
like overplaying that joke. It wasn't funny the first
I
time,
know,
but it's
not,
like...
it's not funny, and also gender is not exactly how I represent. Anyway, like...
But
Fuck
if
you.
it wasn't either... Fuck you, exactly. But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility, right, Hina?
Oh yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because she's fucking dead. They're not here. They're not here
Someone
anymore.
who's not here? Someone who's fucking dead? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
I think it's so cute that she uses Chan for all of them. Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... Monokuma.
Oh my god.
Then
Literally.
Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
She had a knife-shaped shape under her shirt. I thought that was kind of weird.
When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water, but most likely...
You're the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense. So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
Oh, the expression.
I know, right?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're
I'm
wrong.
excited.
So that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess the most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on, it's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer. Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know that word. Southern biker.
Bewildering. It means confusing. Anyway, something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
My head is empty, Kyoko. Ooh, Hangman's Gambit.
It looks like Kyoko said, your first Hangman's Gambit is that.
Yeah.
Don't ask me
Something
what
that
that is.
should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is, and then he stops and starts spelling in his head.
Closes his eyes.
Everyone's like, hello? Makoto, are you there? He's like, shut up, I'm trying to spell hair. Wait, how do I do this? Oh, okay. Soko, wakatta zo! That's right, there wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Girl, you're an idiot.
That makes sense, does it not? Even though her body was literally in the room.
It was a little surprise.
They're like, oh, this room looks like shit, but Sayaka's hair isn't here, so she went, oh fuck! Her body!
She was literally fucking dead in the bathroom. If that were the case, they would have had to do. Never
Sorry,
mind.
I thought you that.
No,
I thought you
yeah,
were ad-libbing the line.
Just take that as my line. Oh. Yes, very true. Very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
They.
Wait, then that means... Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Makoto isn't the culprit. But are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No, there are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it. I would like to hear those reasons. Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right? Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and they stabbed her. And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
Whatever do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto? Looks directly at
I won't tell you.
Looks at the audience.
Struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke. Bathroom door knob.
Knob.
I have to press the other button. Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob from my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed and the doorknob's about ready to fall off? I did take a picture of it. That's what I headcanon, that they all have like the little things that they're given, the tablets, they like can take pictures because they're always like, look at this, and they're not showing anything.
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering, which means confusing, act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So, what you're saying... I mean, fuck. So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it! There's nothing bewildering, whatever the fuck that means, about it. Stop using big words that half of us can't understand.
Still don't
it's very classist of you. I never got past kindergarten.
Okay, anyway. You still don't see? Okay then. Let me just fucking spell it out for you. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that'll help you understand.
You're not being very considerate of the 1% that paid their way through school. If that isn't classist, I don't know what is. Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first. What the fuck does bewildering mean? Is that a key point here? Not at all. We don't need to learn shit. Bathroom door frame. The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom. Then the killer ran after her, and they got into the bathroom. At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door, because Sayaka had locked it. Wait. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Just some bullshit.
Honestly. What's your bathroom door?
Because it was stuck. Huh? What are you talking about? My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door. That's not lucky at all. So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked, so they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer was probably an idiot.
The killer was an absolute moron and could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know was... The killer must not have noticed that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were. Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident, but the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right? That is a definite possibility. I want you to be the culprit so bad.
Honestly. So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms? Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then
I'm
who did
pissed.
do it? I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide who we think did it?
We all die. Oh my god.
Then why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
I don't care about my life. Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. Like, for serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you.
Anata desu ka?
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, just ask your question.
Oh yeah, okay, so well, I was just wondering how the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all impeccable.
Fine, how about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Mizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Trying to argue against me sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... switching rooms.
Yeah.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd just been through, knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
How dare you insult my girlfriend?
Okay, damn bitch,
My
back
dead
off.
girlfriend.
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still... Whoa, hold on, sorry. I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. I don't know what she was
Can you
saying.
still deny the possibility?
Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Remember when we looked at the notepad and Makoto was like, that's not relevant.
Oh man, I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, you can leave an imprint, sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap, I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
Are you sending a lot of secret messages? You know?
Yeah.
Kind of
To her
sus, but
lesbian
whatever.
lover.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair. It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh? You mean the notepad I said was completely irrelevant when I tried to investigate it earlier?
Yes, the notepad that you said was completely irrelevant when you tried to investigate earlier.
Ah, I see.
Which means only someone who could have been in Makoto's room for the incident could have written it.
And then either it was Makoto, who lived there, or Sayaka, who switched rooms for a single night.
So,
For stating the obvious.
so Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. That was a leading question. Sayaka's
Wow.
signature.
then that note, Sayaka wrote it? But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man couldn't resist? Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have had any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think that they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yeah, that's why I fucking
Yeah, that's why I fucking
asked.
Very well then, pay attention.
Love how we say the same thing sometimes. It's like same brain.
Yeah. Dorm nameplates. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? In the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room. See, so if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room. Exactly, the room that Makoto was staying in.
Not that one. I don't think so.
It is that one.
Oh, is
You
it that one?
fool.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Whee! I'm not a fool.
The nameplates on my and Sayaka's room got switched.
They got switched.
That's right, the nameplates
Like
got
the
switched,
Nintendo
just like the
Switch.
rooms themselves. Yes, like the Nintendo Switch. Popular piece of technology that doesn't exist right now, because this game is 11 years old. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up in Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
I love how we just restate the same thing 3 times so the audience really understands it. Plus, the rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right.
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew that we had switched rooms.
Me.
Me.
I didn't do it, it was me.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates, Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Invited someone to your room, but not tell them that you switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first... Sorry. Mandu's still like in the yelling state.
He's still angry.
He's just like frozen. We first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies within that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me, there was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight? Oh yeah, what's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you know, or could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with a fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. The gold on her baby wrist. All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Took a picture of that too. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there, see?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff and it'll stick right to you. I love how Makoto's like, I'm so average and normal and like, oh, and then in trial he's like, this is what happened.
Yeah.
And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword right there on her wrist.
I see, I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery, gang.
What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. No! Leave me alone!
Oh god.
I want this to play at a rave.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack. And that's what broke Miss Maizona's wrist. So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. And the culprit took that from her too. And they killed her with it. And that's exactly what happened. Okay, wait, what am I refuting? If the person with the sword really did attack first, then there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. Okay.
But they didn't grab the sword because there's...
Knife marks on the sword sheath.
Wait, that's not the one I have to...
Yes, I think it is.
It is that? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it wasn't a sword-based sneak attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. I mean, yo. I'm not rude like Hajime. Actually, no, I don't. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why did you get so sassy?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it, like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? I mean, like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on here.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. Oh my god, the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky, and useless as shit. I fight with swords all the time.
I was like, you do have much experience with sword fighting?
Yes, I'm the ultimate biker gang leader and also the ultimate sword master. I get two.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword. So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against the attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden in... What? What? Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself. Sorry, but that's wrong.
How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
The part of her body that shows that she never used the sword. If you want to use a sword, which part of your body would have to touch it? Her stomach. She's very... She has such tight ab muscles that she clenches this. You're talking about her palms and not her stomach,
that would be
right?
an extreme
Because we all
sport.
know that she has experience wielding swords with her stomach. The palms of her hands are perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up a sword.
How can you know that, but just looking at her palms?
I'm reading. Like I said before, the gold coating on the sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. Safe to assume that that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Yeah, because that's like the first thing I'd think to do.
the bathroom, yeah, you're like trying
Sorry,
to run away
but
from
I don't
someone who's
Fuck, I had to
killing
wash
you.
my hands.
You're like, I gotta wash my hands.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all. You have the same face as literally every other girl in this game. There's no way Sayaka, except for Sakura, there's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at nighttime. She's afraid of water! And that's in the school regulation. Also, wait, all the water is shut off? Not just the shower water? They just
I'm like, what?
You can't use the bathroom. According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
At nighttime, in quotes.
Why do they always have to have a character who, like, doesn't shower in these games?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower yet.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly monkey.
Monkey?
Donkey?
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
Wait, did that say donkey?
It said donkey.
The donkey.
My water bottle was blocking it, so I So anyway, if Sayaka never touched a sword, that means the killer is the only one that used the sword. But hold on, if that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have had to be the one without the sword. Sayaka, she had the kitchen knife.
But we only said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense. Aren't you proud of me for using such big language like impromptu? I'm proud.
Good for you, Byakuya.
Thank you.
interrupts the trial so that everyone can praise him.
Praise me. Byakuya's got me.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Bingo, Makoto. Now do you fucking get it? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
She's cold-blooded!
No, far from it. It's almost as if she had been planning to commit a murder of her own. I'm pretending like I'm contributing, even though I'm just repeating what Kyoko's saying.
Yeah, I literally led you through this entire thing, Byakuya.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if that's true... Oh, fuck. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
None of us can speak.
But doesn't that...
Excuse me?
I'm losing it. Oh my god, my brain. But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. It's kind of gay of you to say.
Right?
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why, out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms. Ugh, they're right. I am soft-hearted.
Honestly. Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit.
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in return. That must have been when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife. The knife.
The knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on. That can't be true. Because...
Hey, you guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh, yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto. Right now, you just need to concentrate on figuring the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her. What can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left.
I mean, we have a lot of clues that we haven't used yet, Makoto. Like the dying message. And all the stuff from the trash room.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it, but there just aren't any more clues, right?
I know I just said that I had no more clues, but here's another clue.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Are we just
Or three.
ignoring all the other clues that we still have left? Like all
Yeah,
the stuff in
or
the trash
3
room?
or 4. Yeah.
Dining... Wait, what did you say?
The dining message.
Dying message. Dying means to cease to be alive. It's kind of embarrassing at this point that I have to define all these words for you. She
I mean,
wrote
to be
something
fair, we're all Japanese. Like, we don't speak English. We're all
That's true.
Japanese.
That's true.
Yeah,
wrote
another
something
rule
on-
of the school is that we all have to talk in English.
Yeah, during
That's
the
why we don't
trial.
know what Bill
That's why these trials are so repetitive. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037, written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. Wakata! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she was using that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write. Sure, I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it, but still. What the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Why does everybody assume that Chihiro is just like, just because you know about computers, you're gonna know what every number means? Hey Chihiro, you're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not. Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Chihiro's so cute.
Of course, it's because they're not numbers.
Oh yeah, it looks like.
Huh? What? What? No. Wait.
Stop taking Sakura's voice here for me. You'll never be her.
Why do I keep trying to do that?
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 11, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Oh, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was an 11, but... Looking at it now, you would also read it as an error.
Shakes
No,
violently.
37.
Oh my god, I'm panicking.
Whoa.
Holy shit, it could be an error! Oh my god! What could this mean?
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037 doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it! It's no use. I just don't know.
I guess we should just give up.
Are you fucking stupid? Okay, whatever. Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Remember
Just
when I
fucking
literally
tell
told
you.
you how to solve this earlier?
Yeah, remember when I said, like, imagine how a person writing? Yeah,
Rotate it.
yeah, rotate it.
I think maybe I see something. Oh my god! Now I see it! She wrote the killer's name down!
Oh my god, Makoto, I'm gonna come across the trial classroom and fucking strangle you, and then we won't have to do this anymore.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So whose name did she write?
Apparently I'm the only one who knows how to read. Sayaka's dying message reveals the killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Like someone. Wow, I wonder who did it.
Wow, who was
Sayaka.
She killed herself.
Oh my god, where is he? Oh, okay. And then we pull out a gun and shoot him. It was you! Execution. I'll take this execution into my own hands. Trying to fuck with my girlfriend.
Extremely serious Danganronpa playthrough.
This is more like us making fun of the game.
A little bit, but I still love it.
Yeah. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. We could have bypassed literally all of this if we had just figured that out in the first place. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. Leon. Leon. Whatever. Or more accurately, Leon. What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all.
It's so random.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally and had to write it upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped.
It's convenient that she wrote in like perfectly like geometric shaped letters so that it looks like numbers when flipped.
Yeah, it's just her handwriting.
I mean, if you were, I mean, I know it's also, but if you were writing like something and you were dying and you wanted people to be, I would write it in all caps too. Like, I mean, the geometric thing, but like I would.
Yeah,
write like
I was
that,
talking about the right angles, but yeah.
Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be
Try it
inverted.
for yourself if you want. Let yourself get stabbed in the stomach and then use your blood as you die to write a message behind you.
Go ahead.
Try this
it
at home, kids. Don't try it at home. That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about.
I like how she just
Makoto?
like deflects to Makoto. She's like, she won't say things directly. She's like, you know, Makoto.
I'm really.
me, Kyoko.
I'm here as a crutch for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, it kind of fucking sucks, but like whatever. I guess.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the evidence Leon tried to get rid of.
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of?
Oh my god.
It's that thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right?
Sayaka's wrist.
God, they dismembered her and burned her body up. Honestly, they should have. You mean the burnt shirt? Fuck, the burnt shit? You mean this burnt shit I found laying in the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, she must have gotten some fruit. Oh my god! Kyoko loses it. Hold on.
I'll just like start laughing.
Kyoko just finds all of this fucking hilarious. Yeah. Like, the reason she has like a poker face the whole time is because she's barely containing her laughter. I have to look like a bitch or else I'm gonna burst out laughing.
Sorry. Anyway, I don't know what that was.
I just think it's so funny that your girlfriend's dead.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious how stupid you all are. Anyway, as the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it in the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon? But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, Leon's not the only one worried away fighting her.
I like how they're all like ready to like fucking pounce on Makoto when they're like they think he did it. They're like, Makoto, you must have done it. No evidence. Let's go. Let's fucking execute him. And with Leon, they're like, oh well, I don't know. Maybe not. Benefit of the doubt. That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to. You're right. That alone isn't enough, but there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so. Kyoko, will you be my new girlfriend? The remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. Where was it supposed? Oh, no. Okay. Well, I thought it was because of the cage. Looks like I just embarrassed myself in front of anyone. Right after I asked Kyoko to be my girlfriend, now she'll never say yes.
Yeah, fuck that.
Okay, so how it was disposed of. Well, I thought because, like, you know, where it was, the incinerator,
Yeah,
the
'cause
incinerator
it
was
was
blocked
blocked
off, but whatever. If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. He looks really pissed. I kind of like this sprite of him. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get it. And the only one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right? Aggro.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And it's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Shattered crystal ball. The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right? So the only one who could have gotten into the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash. Is this? No. Okay.
What?
No, sorry. And you'd have to get. Oh, okay. So where'd you go? Break. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could, if you used this.
Makoto, that's just a bunch of glass. It's busted to hell. Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was divine.
Divine with it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and then the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in. Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. Shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on!
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way it'd be impossible! Difficult? Absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is... It wouldn't have been much of a challenge for the killer at all, because...
Ultimate fanfic creator.
Because
Everyone knows if you make fan fictions, you can automatically throw balls very accurately.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon? Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Target 30 feet away would surely be a little challenge for the ultimate baseball.
Stop. I was gonna say a little challenge. You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. This goddamn shit for brains have it all wrong. I'm telling you.
You still want to admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident.
Makoto, I choose you.
Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me. What the hell do you mean end this? Say what you want, Leon, but all the questions have been answered and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument! No! Yay!
Yeah, fuck, I really like the art style of these. Oh, right, it doesn't give me... Oh, no, it doesn't give me Here, here's a ring. And then he attacked him with a knife. And he dodged. He blocked. Oh, no, this one first, right? Yeah. Right, and then he blocked. Yeah. Oh, bam! And then he hit her with the knife, with the sword. And then, he attacked her. She went to the bathroom. Okay, so this is nice. And then, oh, I guess he breaks it. He went and got the thing, he broke it. Then he breaks it and he stabbed her. She writes the name. And then he takes his shirt off and he did this. He didn't roll. Then he turned the incinerator on. Wow. Oh. And then he throws his shirt. And he burned.
Dun dun dun.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there, intending to kill them. She attacked them with a knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword that I'd put in my room, and they fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. God, she looks so nice in this style. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door gets stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I had told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. Looks like icing. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace that they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he had left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Wow. Ba-boom! Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon.
Leon. Okay, I guess I'll wait for Lem to get back.
I'm back.
Oh.
Welcome back. It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object. Of course I do. I object. I object. I object. I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Okay, we literally just spent like an hour presenting evidence, but okay, whatever. I guess this is as good as a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Kyoko, why do you keep pushing this onto me? I have the evidence?
Yes.
First bullet time battle is about to begin.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws? Could it have been...
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out.
A moment of truth.
Oh fuck, it's a rhythm game. Wait, how do I play this again? Wait, I don't remember how do I play this again? Wait, oh no, I should
You have to
During
press
a bullet
buttons
time.
in rhythm.
Yeah, but which buttons do I press? Wait, okay, so what? Oh, okay.
I'm glad I've never had to do these.
Yeah,
Every
you
time
watched
I've
me
played,
do
it's
these.
been with you, so I'm just like, you can do the mini games.
The really hard ones are the ones in V3. Those ones are like the actual difficult ones. Origine! He's rapping.
You did want to be a pop star. Or a musician or
Toolkit.
whatever.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it. Toolkit, bitch. The screws on the bathroom door knob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver. There were screws. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
Then that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
Except for Byakuya. But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one there.
If only he had noticed the pink bed sheets.
Right?
The gendered pink bed sheets. Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use? Stupid, stupid, stupid! It had to be their very own toolkit. Stupid, 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 stupid! Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used. Stupid, stupid, huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it is an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
Pokemon.
Pin.
Oh,
So, you have no rebuttal?
then it would seem we are finished here.
Distortion effects.
Hey! I'm an A+ student!
No, just an A.
Oh.
Monokuma doesn't give A pluses.
It's a mistrial.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind y'all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Bee.
Bees.
Marf.
There's a bee?
Bees! Michael with a bee. There's a bee! Leon with a bee.
Beyond.
Beyond.
Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The blackened in this
Big guy.
case. What?
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money. That's a TikTok meme right now.
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? We're really proud of this CG. That's why we keep showing it. Hold on a second.
Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
I don't believe it.
Son of a bitch! What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice. It was kill or be killed. So that's why I killed her first. None of you were any different. One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance that I wound up like this. I was just unlucky. That's all.
Grrr. Grrr.
on! You expect me to just accept my death?
Everything's becoming clear. The decision we made was right after all. When I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Damn, okay. I'd be better off killing all of my classmates and letting my girlfriend's killer go free. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't see she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. Even I, like, what? You're nothing special. Even I, who's known to be super resilient. The most average person on Earth. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. But you had your own video, Makoto.
Now we're trapped in here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
The moral of this is that
I can't afford to be stuck in here.
famous people's tragedies are more important than average people's tragedies.
I think that's literally a plot point in V3 without spoiling. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. Have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka.
I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant.
I've killed before, and I'll kill again!
And that's why Sayaka, the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she's descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
I understand, really, I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse.
Stop screwing with us! This is all your fault! Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault! Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma.
Oh boy.
But go!
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Damn, Makoto, you're fucking weak.
Yeah, he's like a twig.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now.
Damn it!
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did. Now then, since you're so magnificent, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Execution! Punishment?
You mean execution? Wait a second. I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her. Yeah, that's it. I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into her bathroom and killed her. Am I wrong? You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
No, that's not...
Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand?
I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, but because the one to blame is him!
So,
If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. But I'm still gonna let him execute Leon.
Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you?
Just shut up!
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you, please don't do this.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop it, please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment for Leon Kuwana, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's get it everything we got. It's punishment time!
No!
Wow, me in 3D.
Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh, the executions are really cool.
I always feel a sense of pity for them.
Yeah, same. I mean, not as much for Leon because, like, he did make, like, an active choice, but, like... And also, I'm just not that attached to him as a character. But yeah, no, I do feel bad.
Damn, Leon stands are gonna come for you.
I know.
I don't think I could look at this. I think I'd have to look away.
Yeah, like, they're all watching.
Yeah,
like,
right, they're all,
I'm,
like,
fucking,
watching
like,
at the gate.
I'd be like, That's fucked up.
God.
That's supposed to be their backlits, but you can clearly see their front, like, the front sprites. They're all facing towards the camera. What we
They're
saw.
walking away.
That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control.
What's going on? I can't take this anymore. Do we really need to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. Poof, 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 poof. Wahahaha!
Man, fuck you. What the fuck are you doing all this evil? Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a stock, awful, secret society type of bear.
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible.
Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground.
You're gonna do what to whose ass now?
I said I'm gonna pound your... Anyway,
Hoo hoo hoo. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh?
I don't know if hate's the right word.
But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? So no matter how much time... Sorry, I'm malfunctioning a little. Don't worry about it. No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame.
Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all got to live here forever?
What are you trying to say?
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Anyway, let's get to the blackened punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I gotta say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality.
You can clean up the body, too.
Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. They all just made vague, ambiguous noises of despair. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment. I have no feelings.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Sorry for mocking you, Kyoko.
Huh? No, it's fine.
Nothing.
What?
She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Okay, listen.
I
don't
won't be your
like
girlfriend.
Listen to this.
Yeah, listen, that trial took way fucking longer than it should have because you would not pick up on my cues. We need to develop some synergy if this is going to work. Anyway, before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Is it about me? Us dating? I'm
No.
single now.
No, it's not.
And my
about
girlfriend's dead.
Oh my
It's
God.
about Sayaka dying, isn't it?
that. You need to like.
It's about
gain, like-
Sayaka, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
I'm serious now. This is my serious voice.
Honestly surprised you figured it out. I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself.
Why? You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
Yeah, I can't date someone who hasn't had at least a little bit of trauma, so I had to let you know that Sayaka meant
That's
to double cross
understandable.
you. That's a fact that you can never change.
Way to rub it in.
But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you.
She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
Her final thought was like, this fucking bastard, I'm gonna get him back.
Yeah.
What?
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message.
Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Well, that's certainly one possibility. Forget everything
Probably
I said.
it.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably it.
I mean, like, if I were
walks away.
sad and I was dying, I don't think I would think, like, oh, that, like, the one kid that I knew from middle school that I just happened to see again while in the middle of this, like, class trial or murder game, whatever.
Yeah, she was probably just a spiteful bitch. I don't think that's what it was. She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Imagine if it had gone on, though. That would be so cold-blooded. Like, she would have had to, like, come out of Makoto's room that morning and then, like, switch off, like, with him and, like, pretend like nothing was wrong. And then in the trial, she'd have to just, like, lie to his face.
Yeah, if she was a stone-cold bitch like me, she would have gotten away with it. It's almost ironic when you think about it.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. We just met, but I know that. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Oh, Leon wasn't really my friend.
That's valid. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation.
Move past their deaths? I could never do that.
Okay, well, fuck off
No.
to what I just said then.
I'm gonna carry them with me for the rest of my life.
Damn,
yeah, fuck
okay.
you. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, carry them with me forever.
Fuck
Their
Junko,
corpses.
I guess.
Yeah, fuck Junko! I was thinking that. I was like, I'm going to literally carry their corpses with me. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go.
Okay, that seems like a fast track to, like, fucking
Depression,
to
mental
therapy.
illness.
Yeah, I think you need therapy, but so instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you.
What the fuck does that mean? As
I
she
have
said
high
that, she revealed the
expectations.
smallest smile.
Yes, I can smile.
I'm grading you.
Okay, that's it. That was the one smile. I've reached my smile quota. By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka?
Oh, well, I'm psychic.
Huh?
Kidding. I just have a pretty good intuition.
Aww.
People die and then I adopt their mannerisms. I'm just an amalgamation
kinda
of everyone I've
creepy.
ever known.
I'm the new Sayaka.
died.
Damn.
I'm Sayaka now. Hey, you received a despair bat present. Well, this seems like a good stopping point. We finished up the trial, and I guess now next time we'll have to cope with the loss of Sayaka, and I guess Leon, and I guess fuck Junko, because
I'm
Makoto
already
didn't
over
even
it.
think about her.
I'm over
Thank
it.
you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye!
Danganronpa.